Once again, welcome back students to our maths class of class 7th, and we are seeing unit number 8, comparing quantities. In the last video we have seen ratio, as how ratio can be used to compare the quantities. Another way to compare the quantities, it is called as percentage. This one is also a word which you always hear at the end of the year when your results you get in your hand and you start calculating your percentages. Okay, so this is same what the percentage is. So percentage is another what we can say a criteria that can be used to compare the quantities. Percentage, it is derived from a Latin word called as percentum. Percentage means out of 100. Out of 100. Okay. What exactly you do when you take out your percentage is that if you get you have 6 subjects, all are for 100 marks. Suppose we consider that all the 6 subjects are for 100 marks. So total marks 100 plus 100 plus 100, you get 600 marks. Okay. 600 marks you don't get because in languages somewhere the marks are deducted. So the total of the marks of your papers is 600. This means it is 100%. This means it is 100%. Okay. If you get total 600 marks, you get 100% marks. But for example, suppose you get out of 600, you get say 450 marks. Okay. You get 450 marks. That means out of 600, you get 450 marks. Now again, this is a fraction. This is a fraction. So what you do for converting, the easiest way to convert a fraction number into percent is that you multiply this with 100. Or for 600, 100%, then for 450, x%. So what we do here in this type, why this formula comes, we cross multiply these both. So 450 into 100 and 600 into x. So this is multiplication. So this comes to, let me show you here. This will become 450 multiplied by 100 equals to x into 600. Okay. Cross multiplication. 600 is multiplied with x. 450 is multiplied by 100. Now we have to find out the value of x. So 600 would be transposed this side. 600 is multiplied here. So usually we do 450 divided by 600 into 100. So you cut off these 2 zeros and you usually divide your total marks with the number of subjects. That's why you divide the total marks with the number of subjects. This is the reason. So 450, these 2 zeros are cut. Okay. The common factor is here. 3 is also there, 2 is also there. So we will take with 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Then 225 divided by 3, it can go. So 3 1s are 3, 3 6s are 18, 19, 20. Sorry, 3 7s are 21, 3 7s are 21, remainder is 115. So 3 5s are 15. So this comes to 75%. That means if in examination where the total marks of the papers are 600 and out of 600 you got 450 marks, that means you have scored 75% marks. So percentage means out of 100. So here what we are doing, we are comparing the 450 marks with 100%. This is another way of comparing the quantities. Okay. Okay, we move towards our exercise 8.2, question number 1. The first question is convert the given fractional numbers to percent. Now fraction numbers are there and you have to convert them to the percentage. So a sum 1 upon 8. Simple thing, when we want to convert a fraction number into a percent, we simply multiply it with 100. 1 upon 8 multiplied by 100. Okay. So here we can see that here the common factors are there. 2 is a common factor. 2 4s are 8. 250s are again common factor, 2 2s are 4, 2 25s are. So we get the answer as 25 upon 2. That means half of 25. So this can be written as 12.5%. Now only this percent sign is very important. 12.5%. This means 25 upon 2 means 12.5%. Or if you convert this to decimal form, it would be 12.5%. Any one answer you can write, and very simple. A fraction, any fraction number let you get any fraction number, just multiply it with 100 and simplify it, you will get the percentage. You can write your answer in mixed fraction also, you can write your answer in decimal fraction also, in decimal numbers also. Okay, so this was the first sum. Any other sum? Let us, all are simple. 5 upon 4, 3 upon 40. You can very easily simplify them. Okay, we'll do the D sum. D sum. 2 upon 7. This is the fraction. You have to convert it into percentage. Very simple. 2 upon 7. You just have to multiply it by 100. Okay, no common factors. So simply multiply. 2 into 100 will be 200 upon 7. Okay, now what to do? Convert it into mixed fraction. Improper fraction it is there. 7. Okay, 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. So 7 2s are 14, 6 0, 7 8s are 56, 7 9s are 63. So 7 8s are 56 minus remainder is 4. So either you can go further with decimal, put a 0 here, give a decimal point, up to 2 places you can find out, or you can simply write the answer in mixed fraction form. Quotient remainder upon divisor, quotient remainder upon divisor percent. Okay, 28 4 upon 7%. Or put a 0 here, point 7 5s are 35, 0, oh sorry, 5 is the answer. Again put 1 0, 7 7s are 49, remainder is 1. Further you can go, so this decimal will go on increasing. So approximately this can be written as 28.57%. This is also right. So if any question comes in the examination, you can solve up to 2 decimal places. Okay, it can be accepted, or you can simply write your answer in a mixed fraction form. Okay. Question number 2. Convert the given decimal fractions to percentages. Now this is very important, question number 2. Now decimal numbers are given, you have to convert them into fraction into percentages. Okay, so what is the first sum? These are also very simple. 0.65. 0.65. Already in the fraction chapter, converting of decimal numbers, we have learned how to convert. This is a decimal number. How to convert this decimal number into fraction? Let us see. Okay, 0.65. Okay, so this would be, after decimal point, 2 zeros. So in our denominator also 2 zeros would be there. Okay, so done. And this would be, number would be written as it is, 65. This is the fraction number. But here also we can directly get the answer. Since this 65 is out of 100, we can directly write our answer as 65%. Because it is directly we are getting the answer as out of 100. But since what we have learned in question number 1, that if a fraction number is there, if you want to convert this into a percentage, so what we do, we simply multiply this fraction multiplied by 1000, so 100, so this 100 and this 100 gets that, and we get 65% as our answer. So a decimal number is converted into a percentage. Simple. Question number 2. It is also simple. If after decimal 2 places are there, quite simple to answer. If only 1 place is there, 3 places there, let us see what is to be done. So question number 2, only 1 place is there, B 2.1. So after decimal 1 place, so it would be 10, the number would be written as it is, 21 upon 10. So this equals to 21 upon 10 multiplied by 100. Or you can convert this 10 into 100 also, one and the same. If you want to convert this 10 into 100 equivalent fraction, multiply this by 10 and multiply the top number also by 10. So whatever answer you will get. But this is the simplest way. 21 upon 10 is a fraction. Convert the fraction into percentage, multiply it by 100. This 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. We get 21 into 10. So 210%. Done. Simple. C and D sum both are easy. So you can calculate the percentage for C and D sum. Take it for the homework. Okay, question number 3. Some figures are given and we have to estimate the part and we have to find out the percentage which is darkened. So the first sum is a circle is given and only this much part is darkened. Okay, so we can imagine this as this is 1/4 of the circle. So we can see that the circle has been divided into 4 equal parts and one part has been darkened. So the fraction of this part, it comes to 1 upon 4. Total number of parts 4 and the darkened part is 1. Fraction is there. Again, if you want to convert this fraction into percentage, simply multiply it by 100. 4 ones are 4, 4 25s are. So this equals to 25%. And done. Second sum, total parts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total parts are 5. And out of 5, 3 are darkened. So 3 upon 5 into 100. Simplify, you get the answer. In the third sum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total parts are 8. And 3 are darkened. Again, multiplied by 100. Simplify this and you will get your answer. For example, if you simplify let us simplify this one. 3 upon 8 into 100. 2 4s are 8. 2 50s are 2 2s are 4. 2 25s are. So this comes to 25 3s are 75 upon 2. Half of 75, it would be 5.5, means 70. 35. 2 3s are 6. 75 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6. 1 5. 2 7s are 14. 1 point. So this comes to 37.5% and done. 37 plus 37, 7 plus 7, 4, 74 and 5 and 5, 75. So this is right, 37.5%. Very simple, you can do it very easily. Just this concept is to be kept in mind that when a fraction is there, if you want to convert it into a percentage, just multiply it by 100. And question number 3 is done. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4 is also simple. You just have to keep in mind what steps we are doing. So the first sum is 15% of, we have to find out 15% of 250. This is a number 250 and we have to find out 15% of 250. 15%, this means 15 upon 100. Okay, how we are going to simplify? 15% means out of 100, 15. Simple. This is the simplest meaning. When of comes, we give a multiplication sign, and this is 250. Done. 15% of 250 is nothing but 15 upon 100 multiplied by 250. This 1 0 gets cancelled. Here 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. This equals to 15 5s are 75, 5 5s are 25, 2 5, 5 6 7 divided by 2. Again the same answer we got, 75 upon 2. So the answer would be again we will do 2 3s are 6, 1 15, 2 7s are 14, 1. So this can be written as 37 and half, or this can be written as 37.5. Now here percentage is not to be given because here already percentage is there. So 15% of 2 would be 37, 250 would be 37.5. Okay, or 37 and a half. Let us move towards the B sum. Okay, B sum. 1% of 1 hour or 1 hour. Okay, 1% of 1 hour. Now if you go on doing 1% of 1 hour, nothing is to be gained. So 1 upon 100 multiplied by 1 hour. 1 upon 100 multiplied by 1 hour. But to find out, so this would be 1 upon 100 only, no use. So we'll convert hours into minutes. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So this equals to 1 upon 100 multiplied by 60. This and this gets cancelled. 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6. So this equals to 3 upon 5. You can leave your answer here also and just keep it like that only. Just check at the last what answer they have given. So I think this should be the answer. 3 upon 5 minutes. Or you can convert this into a decimal number also, and you can proceed in that way also. So 3 upon 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Rest of the sums you can do for the homework. The last sum, D sum, 75% of 1 kg. So convert that 1 kg into grams and then solve. Okay. Thank you very much.